Malawi I'm boy.
Okay, that was one of those amateur moments where you're on mute. But let's shut down the music for a minute and welcome to the show. Um, Obviously, this is a flex. That's what I was about to call it a flex. It's a flex, you know. We want the best club in the world, and I'm pretty sure everybody out there is hating. I'm pretty sure everybody out there is salty, feeling the pain, asking why wasn't it my club? Why wasn't it Madrid? Why wasn't it Liverpool? Why did Liverpool come second again? They always have to come second. So, guys, join me right now. Stay with me for a minute. I'm still going to play the intro because the intro is the intro. But we're going to talk about this. We're going to talk about the fact that a small club that used to be in Main Road now is the biggest and the best club in the world. That's amazing. So we'll talk about it. Stay with me.
Malawi I'm boy.
Oh, there's the mistake again. Wow. I don't know why I keep doing that. I keep muting the mic, making a very good intro. Then I'm like, oh shit, I'm on mute. I'm on mute. A lot of amateur mistakes. This is what happens when you stay away from YouTube for a while. When you're on fire with YouTube, you never make such mistakes. But welcome to the show, guys. It's a lovely, lovely Wednesday morning. Not lovely in Dublin because in Ireland right now it's raining. I have got few appointments to attend today. Believe it or not, it's gonna be a busy day. But I was like, before I go for these appointments, I'm gonna have to talk to my people. I'm gonna have to flex. I'm gonna have to show off on behalf of Man City. Um, Man City fans, we are always known for being very humble, quiet, never showing off. So there always has to be somebody in the fan base who has to do it for us. So believe it or not, it wasn't even a vote. I just voted for myself as the guy who comes in, shows off on behalf of the club. So, guys, Man City won the best club in the world, and we all know what's happening on Twitter. A lot of people are hating. a lot of articles on Twitter, a lot of tears, a lot of salt about it. Madrid fans playing it cool, saying, "Oh, it's okay. You can be the best club in the world, but we won the Champions League." Liverpool fans crying as they came second again. I can just imagine for a minute, right? If you're a Liverpool fan and all the time you come second to City, all the time, you almost won the quad, you won the FA Cup, and you won the Carabao Cup, but all the time you come second to Man City in the league. Every time it must hurt. I'm not trying to say any disrespect to Liverpool fans. I have friends who are Liverpool fans, but it must hurt all the time you're second to Man City. So guys, let's talk about this. What does this mean for the club? What does this mean? Because let's not forget, this is the same club that was down and under. This club, Man City, was regarded as the noisy neighbor. United were the ones dominating the world. United were the club in Manchester, even though that were Manchester. Yeah, but people argue over that. But that's what I'm trying to say. But what I have noticed is some fans are not appreciating this as much as they have to appreciate this. Because if you let's get a few pictures here, because maybe pictures will show how great of an accomplishment this is. Because I have noticed like certain people are not taking this as good as they have to. Like, look at that. We have Man City, little Man City, as the best club in the world, the club of the year. The Club of the Year award has gone to Man City. But let me break this down, because what I've noticed is there's a bit of confusion, especially from fans from other teams who are crying foul. They're saying, why wasn't it Madrid that was given this award? Why was Madrid not given the Club of the Year? Why was it Man City? Is there favoritism? Is Man City paying off the Ballon d'Or people for them to pick them? No, the answer is no. When picking a Club of the Year, according to what was said, go to their website, do some research. No, they said club. They didn't say men's team. They didn't say the team of the year. They said Club of the Year, not team. That's the mistake a lot of people are doing. If you look here, right? Look at this flex. Who else can flex like this? Man City, starting from the under 6 team, under 10 team, all of them were winning. Look at the youth team, starting from the under 16, under 17, under 18 team until the EDS team, the Premier League 2 team, that's who plays in the Premier League 2. It was a clean sweep. Nobody defeated Man City. Man City won all the trophies. So you're coming here crying on Twitter, not knowing information. Mark Goldbridge was saying, "Oh, this is favoritism." He didn't even study the fact that it's including women's team, men's team, and every other team. Let's go to the comments. There's a few comments here. I think I'm missing a few comments. Okay, cool. So, looking forward to this video and breakdown. Big up to you, man. Big up to you. We are the best team in the world, period. We are. What's up, Pat? How you doing, man? Can still stand. How you doing? Something wrong with the audio. Was that at the beginning? Was that at the beginning, or can you still hear me right now? Can you guys still hear me, or the audio is too bad? Somebody let me know. Somebody let me know. Is the audio still bad, or audio is better right now? Because I don't know. Sometimes the audio keeps going crazy. I don't know what's going on, but if you can't hear me, let me know, because I can be able to fix the audio. But at first it was on mute, so I think that's why maybe you couldn't hear me. But tell me if you can hear me, man. Cancelo, how you doing, man? Something wrong with the audio? Is the audio still bad? Let me know, guys. You're watching. So this is the thing. It's not only about you winning the Champions League. It's not only about you winning the Premier League, winning your domestic trophy. It's about all the teams. The women's team achieved something. They won a League Cup this season. Man City as an organization itself last season was flexing. We sold a lot of players. The business was good. The business was good. My God, the business was lovely. We made almost 250,000 on sales of youth players. Our youth players are at Southampton starting. Lavia was one of the best defensive midfielders before he got injured. People don't get it. This is how a club becomes what they are. That's why they're the Club of the Year. Don't be hating. Don't hate because your club ain't doing shit. Because your club is old, your club is dusted. Yes, I'm talking to you, Man United fans. Your club is dusted, then you're hating, feeling the pain. Um, of course, a lot of words. Okay, Pat, next partner, I'm joining, bro. Love the show. Yeah, you can join, man. As I told you that next partner you're joining, we're gonna be doing the preview for the weekend match against Brighton. You can join that. Obviously, it's gonna be Friday because I think the match is at 3 p.m. UK time on Saturday. So, guys, all I'm also trying to say to you guys is one thing. I'm not gonna stay much on this. It's an amazing achievement. But look, here's another flex we have. I see a lot of haters. I see a lot of haters since the Ballon d'Or list was listed. They're hating on my boy Kevin De Bruyne, saying how does he deserve to be third? Who else deserves to be third? Tell me. Who else deserves to be third? Who else deserves to be second? So Mane is second. So who else deserves to be third? This guy was in the semi-final of the Champions League. He won the Premier League. Uh, he scored almost 15 goals, no pens in the Prem, and he's the best midfielder in the world. Who else is going to be third? He should be second, to be honest with you, if I'm being honest. But a lot of people hating just because it's Man City will hate. They were not hating on Sadio Mane being second. If you want Courtois, if you want Courtois to be part of the list, why don't you put Courtois where Sadio Mane is? Why are you saying we should remove De Bruyne? City fans, let me talk to you, City fans. We're gonna have to be defending our players. I think we're gonna have to be more vocal and defend our players because a lot of insults that are thrown towards our teams. I'm talking about all the teams, women's teams, youth teams. A lot of people seem to accept it. Don't accept that. I know City fans were very humble. We don't really want to get into arguments. We don't want to get into unnecessary beef. But City fans, don't allow people to go on their channels, YouTube channels, or go on Twitter and insult our players. That's why I'm never happy when people are out here insulting Edison. I don't think that's right. Edison came third or second as the best keeper in the world, and he deserves it. He was third, actually. I think number one was Courtois, number two, Alisson, number three was Edison. Edison deserves it. Edison has saved us multiple times. In that game against Liverpool, do you know Salah never missed? I know it was in the corner, but Edison got the ball. Could have been 1-0. So this behavior of where we allow people to insult our teams, women's team, men's team, youth team. The youth team has got talent. I have seen people go on spaces and allow people to insult our youth system. Our youth system is very effective. Brahim Diaz is a winner, is a Serie A winner in Italy. Brahim Diaz. Where did Brahim Diaz come from? City. Sancho won a League Cup with Dortmund. Where did he come from? City. Lavia is playing for Southampton, and they miss him right now because he was playing very good for Southampton. Where did he come from? City. Huh? And people are allowing people to insult. There's people like Pablo Maffeo who are playing in Spain. Those come from City. Angelina, or who was one of the best defenders in Leipzig, was one of the best fullbacks in Germany, playing for Leipzig. Was playing for Leipzig. I don't know where he is right now. Angelino, City. Man City Academy has got ballers. Has got right now. If we talk about the best academy, it's the Man City Academy. Even United ex-players are taking their kids to the City Academy. Let's read a few comments here. Good afternoon, bro. How you doing, my boy Anthony, man? How you doing? I hope you're enjoying your vacation. Mr. Hussam is not happy with De Bruyne finishing third, higher than Salah. What did Salah do? Ask Hussam. What did Salah do? Hussam is my boy. I respect what he does. I respect his hustle. But Hussam, if you're watching this, what did Salah do? Ask him that, Twisted. What did Salah do last season for him to be regarded as anything special? What did Salah do? Morning, bro. How you doing, man? How you doing? Pat, as a City fan, I have noticed that the football world doesn't even hide the fact that they hate us anymore. Even the governing bodies like EG, FA, UEFA, FIFA have a bone to pick against City. That's the thing. I'm going to tell you this, City fans. One of my friends, Carl, he's always on the channel. He told me this. He says, Patrick, Man City as a club should stop trying to make organizations like FA, UEFA like us because they'll never like us. The Premier League will never like us. Nobody will ever like us. Don't try to do things so that we are liked. Guys, even these rival fans on spaces, they don't like us. They hate us. Nobody likes Man City. They don't like us because we are successful. Hmm? You see, there's talk about our spending, but Man United have spent more than us. But they don't hate on United because United are not doing well right now. When United were on top, nobody liked United. That's how it is. It's life. When you are the one who is getting everything, nobody likes you. But guys, being the best club in the world this year means something. You have to remember where Man City came from. Don't forget the 8-1 beaten by Southgate at Middlesbrough. That was embarrassing. We've moved away from places like that, from the trenches, and now we're the best club in the world and we deserve it. It doesn't matter if we don't have a UCL. This is what hurts people. This is the reason why people are crying on Twitter. It's because Man City don't have a Champions League, yet they're still the best club in the world. That has made me laugh. You get what I mean? Like, imagine if we actually win a Champions League. We haven't won a Champions League yet, right? That's the stick they used to beat us with. They say, "Oh, you guys need to win the Champions League. You get it? You need to win the Champions League. Why haven't you won the Champions League? Oh, you need to win the Champions League. Why haven't you won the Champions League?" Man City haven't won the Champions League yet. They're the best club in the world. Hmm? What has the Champions League done for other people? Okay, so Makati Palmer, Carlos, we also have Elmi Heskey's son. Yeah, we do, man, we do. We have a lot, we have a lot. I see Anthony has joined here. I'll bring him in. How you doing, Anthony?
Very good, Mr. Pat. I just landed in Australia yesterday and I am back.
Good flight, man. Good. How was the vacation?
Very good, very good. I've seen how far football reaches the world. I will share some stuff later on, and it's just incredible, bro. Incredible.
It's good, man. Welcome to the show. Look, man, I'm talking about this award that everybody keeps crying about. So I
Hmm.
was trying to explain to people that I think they don't understand that it's not the best team; it was the best club.
Yeah.
I think that's what missed a lot of people's head because I was watching a lot of even Sky. There's a woman in Sky. Did you see the clip? She's not happy. Apparently, she's a United fan. She's like, okay, did they deserve it? Like she says something like that, then moves away, rolls her
Yes, they
eyes.
do deserve it.
Yeah, but it's club. I think people don't get it. It's about the selling we did, the money, the financial. Like if you look at City right now, they are not in debt, so
No.
they sold. They did well. They moved a lot of kids, graduated. I in better teams. The women's
Mhm.
team did well, even though the women's team did not win the Premier League because for the past few seasons it's been
Who
dominated
won
by
the Women's
Chelsea.
Premier League, bro?
I know it's Chelsea. Chelsea is dominating it. Our women's team seems to be going through a bit of like it's confusing.
Hmm.
They keep coming to a point where they're good and they break them apart. And people go, you find that he's going to Barcelona. One of your best players is going to Lyon. I don't understand what's going on, but
Yeah.
they still won. They still won the FA Cup. So if you look at the youth system, I think that's
No,
what
the FA
also
Cup was won by Chelsea as well.
not us. We won a League Cup. We did win a League Cup. There we go.
No,
Where are we
last year
forgetting?
we won it last moment. There was one of the Man City defenders. She made a mistake, and
Wait a
Sam
minute.
Kerr scored last moment.
Wait. So when did we win the League Cup?
I think the year before that. I think we won it like I think couple of years before because we won twice in a row the FA Cup and the WSL.
Yeah,
Like, because
but
we are very good at the WSL. But the thing is, bro, like I was just talking, like I think you guys did win the FA Cup, but I'm not sure whether it was last year because I remember something like last year we won it the last minute, like 3-2 or something like that.
it might be that. It
But
might be that.
however, this is like something that people need to understand is this award was won by Chelsea last year.
Mm-hmm.
And this we won it because it wasn't to say that Chelsea was the best footballing team or anything. It's the
Mm-hmm.
best run club. The best run club in the sense that your academy is doing well, your women's team is doing well, your men's team is doing well, and the club as a whole, as an
And
organization,
yeah,
is doing well.
and the youth team was doing well. It's from the under 16s, man. It was a clean sweep, wasn't it? From the under
Exactly right.
16s. Yeah. So I think that's what I'm telling people that I think that's where things did not go well for most people because most people didn't get it because every time when people are arguing with you, pointed at Madrid. But Madrid, the women's team is not great.
No,
The youth,
see,
who
see,
care? Has anybody heard of any youth recently from Madrid doing anything on the youth team? No.
no,
Like
no.
the women's trophy in Spain is being dominated by Barcelona. The Barcelona team
Barcelona.
is very good. They keep winning the Champions League, don't they? They are very good and very
Yeah, so
dangerous.
it's basically Barcelona and Lyon, and then
Leon, yeah,
Chelsea, I think,
yeah, yeah.
is for the women's team, and then I think Man City is coming up there. Like for an example, people, there is a lot of hate that is coming towards people. Like for an example, like Chelsea has always been in the hate, bro. I've been noticing it since 2004,
Mm,
2005. It is
yeah,
nothing new to me, so I don't really care
yeah.
about people hating on Chelsea. The
Mm,
reason why people hate Man City is because they know what's coming. You know what I mean, bro? Like,
yeah,
for an
they do.
example, Liverpool can't say, all right, we did this, we almost did a quad, and we almost, we should have gotten that trophy. Because, why? What is happening at the rest of the club? Their club just actually qualified for the Women's Super League last year, bro. They were in tier two, they were not even in the Women's Super League. So this is what I mean. Like as a whole, they're not talking about Man City being the best club in the world. They're talking about Man City being the best well-run club in the world, from the academy to the women's team to
Yeah.
the men's team. And I
To the
agreed when
transfers that
Chelsea,
happened, and yeah, because I think people don't
everything.
understand that during COVID things did not go well for clubs.
No,
During COVID, after COVID, uh, a few clubs handled things the wrong way. They had to go on camera and start apologizing. Why certain clubs did not handle things the wrong way? They handled things the right way.
no,
So it's just, I think it's just jealousy, because I can tell you this right now: if Liverpool won the Premier League, right, during
yeah,
this squad run, and did not win those two useless trophies, sorry, the FA Cup is no longer that relevant. I'm not trying to diss it, but I'm saying if they
no,
won I think it was going to be them. I think it was going to be them. But the thing is, they also messed up because the Liverpool youth team is not that great.
no.
That's the thing.
Even that's what I
So,
mean. Like as a club, they are not that great, bro. A
not
men's
great.
team is actually pretty good. Like, but as a club, you have to
Yeah.
look at not only the men's team. There is so many other components. How many people have graduated the Liverpool Academy and has gone on to do well? You can have Trent come into mind, but we know who Trent is. You got Harvey Elliott, maybe. And who else? Do you know anybody else who came from the Liverpool Academy? I really don't know because I'm not very well versed with the footballing
Has
world.
The question is, is there a majority? Not really, to be honest.
Mm,
So that's the
no,
thing. If you're talking about Chelsea, I can mention a lot of people. I can mention a lot of
exactly,
players around the world. And City is following Chelsea's structure, where we're even finding a lot of players. If you go, like, if people don't get, even if you go to the Dutch league, there's City players. There's a lot of City players everywhere, just put everywhere. They're just everywhere. And the same as Chelsea.
exactly right.
In America, there's Chelsea players. Okay, let me just read some of these comments. Morning, Katuta. How you doing, Katuta, man? Hope you're well. Um, Chelsea and City Academy is equal. We are both good. The best with Arsenal second. Arsenal used to be the best at a point in time, I remember. I don't know what happened. Nobody likes Chelsea. I don't care.
I don't
Is
really
that you?
care.
Okay, I see some rival fans who come. No, they cry, man. Arsenal's current success is because of City too. Arteta, Jesus, and Zinchenko.
Yeah,
Not a lie.
it's
Um,
very very true.
it's true, yeah. Wait. Let me try change the format for this because it's becoming ridiculous. But something that I can read. Yeah, let me put it like that maybe. Yeah, it was too large on the screen, wasn't it? So
Yeah,
the way they're trying to make the Prem seem competitive, they're comparing those red Merseyside bumps to a team that's dominating the Premier League for the last time. I checked 4-1 plus COVID. Premier League doesn't really count. Look, that's the issue with everything. Look, let me be honest with you guys, and I'm gonna be honest and straightforward with you. People pick something that is because it's their favorite thing to do, and they love that team. They wanna spice up that team. Ex players from that team are in the media. People don't talk a lot about Chelsea.
no.
I can just tell you, Anthony. Like, and this is what I tell
Right now,
people.
nobody talks about Chelsea, bro.
Yeah, but if you look at the last 10 years compared to Liverpool, you tell me which team has actually won more trophies? It's Chelsea.
Chelsea.
It's
Last 20
Chelsea.
years, we are the most successful club in the Premier League. That's a fact.
Yeah, yeah. Like they have been winning trophies. If you, I want you guys to take a pen to write Liverpool this side, Chelsea this side. Start listing things that have won within this gap. Chelsea will show more trophies than Liverpool. But guess what? It's all Liverpool. Why? Because in the media, there's ex-Liverpool players, and
Mm.
that's who they try to sell. Even Man United, who people laugh at, take their
They
last
have
10
won more
years.
than.
They've won Europas. They won the cup with Mourinho. But the thing
Yeah.
is, it's always Liverpool. Just because Liverpool are chasing City currently, not even much. Now, let me even show you something that's interesting. The fact that Liverpool fans, why I'm talking about you, is because you try to flex out. Would I flex if that was the case? Do you see this?
Yeah.
Like, look at that. Look at that. Can somebody tell me in the comments, or Anthony tell me, is there really a competition between Chelsea and Liverpool? I don't think so. I think,
No, bro.
look, it's only the only missing is 20. That's what's missing. 20 is what's missing, and that's it. So Liverpool fans who are crying about, oh, the best club in the world is not City. I want you to look at this. Yes, you won the Champions League during this period. You won the FA Cup. You won the Carabao Cup. But
Carabao
you,
Cup.
yeah. But can I say something to you, Liverpool fans? The reason why nobody respects what you're winning is because you never retain it. Do you know what I mean? It's only a
Yeah.
flex when you win something back to back and retain it. Like you say, okay, at least we're taking. But look at Chelsea. They don't say anything. That's what I keep telling people. Chelsea don't say much, but they keep
No.
winning these trophies. They keep kicking them. But anyway, you see, that's the thing. Media will sell something because that's what they want to sell, and they know that the more they sell this rivalry with this so-called rivalry between
There is
City,
no rivalry, bro.
but there's
I
none.
think
It's like
we
Arsenal.
we
Yeah,
have
go ahead.
spoken about this quite a bit, isn't it? There is no rivalry. How can it be a rivalry when, yes, you have finished second by 1 point or 2 points? I mean, it's a great achievement to do that.
But you're the
However,
first
it is
loser. But you're still the first
exactly.
loser.
And bro, this is what I was thinking, right? I was like looking at what Jurgen Klopp said before the, Man City Liverpool game, where suddenly Liverpool fans have got, a lot of flex right now. I don't know for
Mm.
what bloody reason they have it. However, he was talking about Manchester City, he was talking about PSG, and he was talking
Mm.
about Newcastle having no FFP and all this nonsense. I believe he was saying about all these things. However, he actually forgot to mention that Chelsea was the club to spend the most this summer. We spent close to 300 M's, bro, this summer.
Do you know why he doesn't care? Because he doesn't see you as a threat right now. If
Yeah,
you guys, he saw you as a threat, and if he saw you that he has to, like, look, Liverpool have
right
to see
now there
Chelsea.
is
Look,
seven clubs he needs to see as a threat.
yeah, but I'm saying Liverpool have to see Chelsea as a threat because you guys are always underneath their nose. It doesn't matter what gap they get you, you're always third behind them. But you know what? He doesn't see you because he's such a bad loser. And as much as Liverpool fans love him and accept him, if you talk about a manager who's a bad loser, it's Klopp. Because every time he loses to somebody, when have you
He
seen Klopp
mourns,
congratulate? Has he ever said congrats to the other team? Does he ever say that? He says the
bro.
pitch or witchcraft. Oh my
Yeah,
God, they rested more than us. Or they had extra rest more than us.
yeah,
Or
the
this.
grass was long. I remember he was saying that the grass was too long. He said the wind was blowing in a different direction. I don't know what this guy says, but however, I like to say this, we spent most this summer, and I have no problem with it. And also, people were saying, at the end of the day, Man City
And, la-
spent
and last
whatever
and
they
last and
spent.
last and the other summers where it was Arsenal actually also.
Exactly. And to be honest, it wasn't even if Man City spent whatever they spent to get Erling Haaland, what's the big problem? They
Yeah,
spent it on one play.
oh, it's
What's the
okay
problem?
because it's okay for them to spend 85 million on Nunes. It's okay because it's them. It's okay.
And
You
and
see,
this is my question, bro. This is my biggest problem with Liverpool. At the end of the day, it's fine. It's fine. You do what you have to do, and do whatever it is. Apparently, I heard so many reasons. They said we built what you call a medical treatment something to get
mm,
rid of all these injuries. They had
mm,
one season
mm.
without injuries. Look at their team right now. A player who came on loan is injured till the end of the season.
It's and Jota got injured. Let me read this. I swear, some of the rival fans will commit suicide if we win the Champions League. Fellow City fans, don't hype our clubs and players enough. Best club in the world, and we are taking it lightly. I'm not taking it lightly. That's why I
No,
wrote a message.
it's a
That's the thing,
it's a
Anthony. I
good
think
thing.
being humble is great, but don't be too humble at the point where people have to step over you. Because
No,
trust me, Anthony, like you do YouTube. I remember you have changed the name of your channel. I still remember Talk Football. What's
yeah,
the new name again? Because I keep forgetting the new name. Because
we
the old
are
other one,
called we are called the offside trap, which is called
Offside Trap.
TOT.
I think I'm not going to forget that. I hope the Offside Trap comes back again because on a
We're
day
coming
like
back
this when I'm
tomorrow.
yeah, on a day like this when I'm at work, Anthony is on who keeps me entertained on a Tuesday at 11 o'clock. So let's add Mr. Gundo, who's just woken up from his beauty sleep. So that's true from Katuta. Katuta, you're right. The day Man City win a Champions League, right, is the day. Trust me, a lot of people are not going to sleep well. They're not going to
Mhm.
feel great at all. Trust me, and it's true. You're right because it looks like that's the only stick they can beat Man City with, and I'm pretty sure I remember that's the stick they used to beat Chelsea with.
Oh yeah,
Oh, you
bro.
don't have the Champions League. You don't have a Champions League. You've spent so much, but no Champions League.
Then
No
we
Champions League.
eventually did it.
Yeah, yeah. But the thing is, when City win it, I know what's going to happen. The narrative is going to change. Of course, you have to win it. You spend so much money. That's what they tell Chelsea. Of course, why wouldn't you win it? You spend so much money. But the funny thing is, Chelsea, every time they win the Champions League, they've never won it when they're the best team. They've won it when they're
No,
in
we're in a bit of a problem, bro.
but that's the thing, Antonio. Like I feel like regardless what goes on, and this is just a W. This is a massive W for City fans. I would still flex
Hmm,
this. I
you
like
have
some
to,
guy
bro.
who's some guy is shameless. Somebody was flexing the UCL. Some guy came and flexed the best cup of the world the trophy and said only us and a few clubs have this, and then
No,
others don't, and it still
bro, I
hurts.
don't
Look,
think I don't think Liverpool won it even when they won the Champions League or the Premier League. Like I only clubs that I can remember in the recent past, it was Chelsea last year and Manchester City this year. The reason why you should be very proud about this, Patrick and Gundu, who is here, bro. Like I am a Chelsea fan. I gain nothing by praising Manchester City in this situation because people need to understand this doesn't mean that it's only the men's team is being recognized over here. It's the academies, it's the women's team, it's the men's team, and everything that is about Manchester City as a club is being recognized over here. And that's the biggest W that you can ever take. Forget the Champions League, bro. The biggest W in the world is what you can flex as a club. Look how good our women's team is doing. Look how good our academies are doing. Look how good our men's team is doing.
look
All
at how
right,
our
eventually,
transfers are going.
exactly, we will win a Champions League whenever. That's fine. But tell me what your women's team is doing. Tell me what your academy has produced. What have you done as transfers? You're not penny pinching.
This this
We are
is this
not
is
a
a
club that
business. People
goes,
don't get it. This is a business.
bro.
Like
It
like
is
clubs are a
so
business.
important, bro. It is so important. Like, for an example, you have no idea how proud I am of our women's team, and especially like people like Sam Kerr, Harder, and all the new, Lauren James, all these women's players who have come into Chelsea. I am so proud of them, of what they're achieving, and also Emma Hayes as a manager for what she has achieved in the women's game, bro. And that's why, Man City also should be praised. I get nothing by saying good things about Manchester City. I'm
Look,
saying it because it's the truth. People need to understand that because clubs need, like, you need to get your due respect and not be just salty. How can you be the best club in the world? They are the best club in best. It doesn't mean that they're the best club in the world. They are the best well-run club in the world, and that is a fact. You can see how everything else is also performing. Just because your women's team just actually qualified to the Women's Super League Doesn't mean anything else. Bro, Manchester United being such a shitty run club has their women's team playing in the WSL. Can you imagine that? And this is what I mean. The achievement as itself and the trophy as itself is absolutely important and absolutely fantastic for Manchester
It,
City, and
it actually
and
it
I'm very
actually means
happy
a lot
about
for
it.
City, isn't it? As I said from
It
the
does.
beginning, that it's
It does,
because
bro.
from where that club came from,
Mm,
I'm pretty sure. Okay, let me obviously to the fans that, let's say for instance, who you were born in Manchester, like I'm pretty sure this is like something that you never dreamt of once at all. When you were being bullied at school, laughed at, saying you support Man City. I'm being serious. Like this is an achievement. That's why I'm saying people should take this as a very big achievement. It's not easy to run a club. It's not easy to run a business.
no.
Gundo, are you with us? Yeah, is
Yeah, good
Gundo with
morning.
us?
I'm here. I'm here. I'm here.
Yeah, good
Good
morning.
morning.
How you doing, man? So look, me
Yeah,
and
6 a.m.
Anton are
here.
just talking. Ah, good,
6
good
a.m.
man.
here.
You manage to. Me and Anton are just talking about the fact that it's a very very important award. This award that Man City got, and
Very.
also we explained to people who are a bit ignorant and people who want to ignore the fact that, oh, for you to be able to win this, it's not just based on the men's team. It's based on your structure as a club and a whole, starting from the youth system, women's team, and everything. So, what's your say on this? Like when you saw this award given to City, how did you feel as a City fan?
I felt very proud
Hmm?
because I know where they're coming from. I mean, from Main Road, what is it, League Two, right? Relegated. Main Road with, all the misery that they had to this point in time. If you don't recognize and enjoy moments like this, you don't understand football and what it means to live life, really. Because this is an award that's given by not just by basically, but it's a vote that comes from journalists, from peers, from other coaches. It all adds up.
Hmm.
So if you don't enjoy moments like this, if all you're looking for is a tin cup to be recognized as a winner of the Champions League, then what's the point? You have to be able to say, "Wow, okay, my colleagues, my peers have recognized me for the hard work that we put in at all levels of the game, at the academy, at the women's game, at the men's game, to win back-to-back Premier League titles. Yes, we didn't win the Champions League. Yes, Real Madrid were better at the end of the day, but doesn't preclude the fact that you are right now probably the best institution in world football. The way you
100%.
run, the way you run off the field. Look at Frank Lampard yesterday when he was talking about the fact that when they asked him about the whole club situation and all that's going on, and he said they're an example. Right, it's Frank that is a blue. He understands the game. He was there when Roman bought the club and took the club to heights. He also went to New York City. He went to City as well for a year, so he understands the mechanics of how the club is run.
Hmm.
And he said it out there. Enough said. If us as City fans, who especially the older ones who don't recognize this, don't understand this is a good thing, you need to give your head a wobble, guys, because this is good. It may not happen next year. It may not happen the year after. You may win the
No.
Champions League next year. You may not win this trophy, this award. Right? Chelsea won it last year, and deservedly so.
Hmm?
Deservedly so. They won the Champions League. The winners went far.
Hmm.
The academy went far. Deservedly so.
Yeah.
You have to take these moments and maximize them because you may never get it again. And then what do you have left? Nothing but misery. Nah.
Yeah, there's a comment here. Bando is for the calendar year, not a season. I think Barcelona are available and Club Two. It's a fix. Stop joking. Journalists are paid to lie. Trophy cabinet is the truth. Yeah, it's true though. We were also talking about the fact that it looks like it's a lot of Liverpool fans who are hurting and crying over this. So
Well,
me and
this is,
Antonio
I
were
mean,
like, I don't know what they're crying about because they keep coming second in everything. So maybe they should make it
maybe
a trophy for second. Maybe they should.
maybe
Maybe.
maybe they're realizing Nunez isn't the truth, bro. That's right.
well, I mean, the thing about Liverpool fans is what I realize about them is, and there's some good ones, some great Liverpool fans that
Hmm.
I have friends with, but
Yeah,
majority of
there
them
is.
are
There is. Like shout out to Doug. Doug is Probably one of the best I have
Yeah, I
I've
have a
ever
few
met, to
good,
be
really
honest.
good
Yeah.
friends. I mean, Mr. E is not a bad guy. You know,
We
he has
have
his moments.
We have Cam.
He's a great guy, but majority of them are just absolutely delusional, and they don't understand that the game. Look at this whole discussion around clubs have money, and it's just tell your manager need to get some cultural training, some cultural context training.
Mhm.
You cannot say things in the media about somebody and expect not them to not get
Blowback.
upset because you don't have cultural context. You cannot call out 3 clubs who are owned by people of brown skin color, right?
Mhm.
And expect them not to react when we know that last year Arsenal spent the most money in the league. We know this year Chelsea probably spent the most, one of the most.
Oh,
Mhm.
Anthony said that when he came in. It's like,
Right.
why didn't
But
he go after Chelsea? The Chelsea we
but
spent so much this season.
yeah, and I'm not complaining about Chelsea. Chelsea should spend money. They have the right to spend money. It's the right thing to do. It's a modern game, right?
Yeah.
We also have to compete. But they're owned by people who are not brown skin. So why did you call them out? Why are you calling out Newcastle, PSG, and City? Because they're owned by what? People of color?
States, you
When
see,
you
because they're
say
owned by
things
states.
as a manager, because of your position, your word carries weight. So when you get pushback, expect to get pushback for being xenophobic because what you're saying
I said Gundu,
is
like I always refer to Mr. Klopp as Kim Jong Klopp because of that reason. Because he says what he wants to say because it's not the truth at the end of the day. The truth is last year it was Arsenal who spent the most money. This year it's Chelsea who spent the most
exactly.
money. But do they speak about that? Bro, we spent 300 close to 300 M's this year. That's
But
not
Anthony,
small.
why didn't he mention that last week?
I don't know if Manchester United was the second, I believe. And what's the big idea? Because at the end of the day, bro, I don't know what is wrong with him because for him, in his mind, he's probably jealous because when he asks for something, he just gets a loan.
Yeah, but nobody, but no,
Anyway, I
look, whoa,
digress.
whoa, whoa. Yeah, like nobody asked him to buy a 85 million striker. He could have bought
No,
that same money. He could have used it to buy a midfielder. But the other thing is, Klopp needs to a lengthy ban after an apology. No, the FA has just fined him apparently, and even after the red card, he's been allowed to stand on the sideline. By the way, Carl, even after the red
what
No,
a
card,
they're waiting until
joke!
Friday.
What a
They're waiting
bloody
until after
joke,
Friday.
bro!
what?
He has until Friday to respond. After that, they'll probably ban him.
Yeah.
But they give him till Friday to respond.
I
But
look at the end of the day, I'm gonna be honest. Look, I'm gonna be all very honest, and I'm gonna tell this to people because people I think sometimes get you wrong. Nobody at City. I'm sorry, none of us, even as fans from both sides, from the Liverpool side that was throwing coins at City at Pep. We know what it means by throwing money at somebody.
Yeah.
We saw it. We saw it when they were throwing money at the FIFA president. They're
Mhm.
trying to say you don't care. You are corrupted. You are
Yeah.
from a corrupted organization. We also know like what the City fans were chanting is not great. Both sides haven't done anything great. I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't back anything that happened at the stadium, and I'm not gonna get involved in anything that happened at the stadium. It was vile. Both sides had the cases, and as clubs have to take responsibility for what the fans did. You know, the graffiti that was put in the toilet. If it was City fans apparently, the breaking of the bus. It was City fans. Those are bad behaviors, and I don't support them. Anthony doesn't.
Yeah.
Carl doesn't.
No.
But we're leaving that on the side. We are focusing on Klopp himself because even though Sky is trying to back him up, saying, "Oh, we don't really think what he said pre-match was provoking," it was provoking. It's not even about the fact that they beat us 1-0. We said this before the game that why is he talking like this? I was like, why now are you saying, "Oh,
let me
you
tell
know
you why,
yourself"?
Patrick.
Some
Patrick,
people,
let me
yeah,
tell you why,
go
Patrick.
ahead,
Let me tell
yeah,
you why.
go ahead.
The reason why he's so upset is because he knows he cannot win the Premier League this year. He knows it's gone. He knows it's gone. He
100%
has
agreed.
injuries. Right. What they did last, fair play to them, they won the game, was they played at the absolute maximum with all the
Hmm.
crowd and still it was just 1-0. He knows the Premier League is gone. He knows he can't win it. There's no way.
Yeah.
Yeah,
He
that
knows.
must hurt.
He
Yeah,
knows.
right, Toka.
He,
That must hurt, isn't it? They're
he
playing to
knows.
their best and maximum and still 1-1 nil.
Yeah, at
Bro,
home.
can I add something to this? If because of what he said, like coins and stuff was thrown at Pep, this is the truth, right? Because
Yeah,
it is communist
yeah,
Merseyside and whatever.
because the manager opened the door for them to do
Exactly,
that.
exactly. Because this is communist Merseyside and Kim Jong Klopp is the dictator of the Merseyside. And when the dictator says, yes, these people are corrupt, what have not corrupt or whatever it is, this is what it is. There is no repercussions. People throw money. I want them to hold the same energy for Mr. Graham Potter right now, who is the manager of Chelsea Football Club, which spent 300 million, which I'm rounding off, throw those coins at us as well.
But Anthony, he won't do that because, again, right, the context around this is, well, those guys from the Middle East are the
Mm,
ones who are backing these clubs.
mm.
That's the context.
No,
And those guys
don't
from the
do.
Middle East, unfortunately, are a particular shade of color with melanin in their skin.
Good no.
That's
To
it.
be honest, bro, before the Abu Dhabi guys took over, Man City, it was Chelsea, which was the oil club. I have gone through this
That's
so
true.
much,
That's true.
and to be fair, bro, I don't really care because you know why? It's just them living in a glass house and throwing stones at their own bloody walls, and their house is breaking like right over their head, and they are not realizing it.
Anthony, you know why? When it was Chelsea, they were shouting oil money. You know why they were shouting oil money? Because they knew they couldn't win it.
No.
That's it. When
Exactly
they won
right,
the
bro.
league, in 1920, did you hear oil money? No,
No,
you didn't hear that.
no.
All you heard was, oh, they're the best team in the whole world. Never ever. Last year with the quadruple, oh, this team can compete. They can win everything. They can go 4 trophies. Isn't that what we were hearing all the way?
Yep,
And
bro.
all of a sudden
He,
now, oh, we can't compete. So I
somewhere
respect Frank.
January or March, I remember Mr. Klopp, Karen Klopp. At that time, he was Karen Klopp, I believe. Karen Klopp came out and said, we have the best centre backs in the world. We have the best right back and left back in the world. Don't even get me started about our keeper. So fast forward a few months, Man City are the such great team. When you have unlimited amounts of money, you go and buy the best striker in the world. Dude,
Well, that's what I mean. Frank Lampard. Frank
either
Lampard in
he
his
has. Have you watched the movie? Um, what is this? There is this guy called Mr. Glass, Bruce Willis, and this.
Oh yeah, I've seen it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
there is this guy, the I think this British actor with the shaved head. He has 13 personalities, and he's in a
Yeah,
mental institute. That is Klopp, bro. So
yeah.
many personalities for so many different occasions. He's a
well,
dickhead,
I mean,
in my
Yeah, but
opinion.
he's a
if you see
sore
what
loser because he's never congratulated anybody. And Carl, go
No,
ahead. I think you're about to talk about Lampard. It's only not Lampard who spoke in Carl. I think Eddie also spoke.
yeah, Lampard was very clear. Lampard said that Klopp could talk about money, but Klopp had bought Alisson, Klopp bought Van Dijk, Klopp has strengthened. Well, what is he talking about?
Fabinho.
Yeah, he's what are you talking about?
Naby Keita, 50.
Uh, and also like Darwin Nunez just like few months ago.
What are you talking
40,
about?
40 for Oxlade Chamberlain, 40. Okay, that's the thing, Carl. That's the thing why I keep telling Liverpool fans to be careful and to be careful because they like when Pep says something silly, City fans go after Pep. Remember, we
Yeah,
talk, Carl, isn't it? Me and Carl, we call each other on the phone and say, why the hell is he saying that? Why is he saying that?
Exactly,
Somebody
exactly,
has to media train him. But
yeah.
exactly.
this behavior where you see somebody like is your god or something that they cannot do no wrong is a mistake because some of the things that he did, as Anthony says, they opened the door for those things. And
Yeah.
you might think, oh, we're just saying this because it's your money. No. If none of that money thing was discussed, nobody's throwing coins, nobody's doing this. It was hostile. The environment was already hostile at the beginning. That's why I'm saying nobody excuses what happened in the stadium from both fans,
No.
from both sides. It was disgusting behavior, and hopefully, the people who were doing all those disgusting behaviors from City or Liverpool have to be found and given a lifetime ban. But Klopp himself, as a manager, has to know that he's got so much power. This is the reason why some City fans went after Pep. when he made a comment after the Bernardo Silva thing. Some people said he could have just kept quiet. Like if he didn't understand the question in English, which he said later on, is like you should just keep quiet and not say anything. You have to go after your manager. When your manager messes up, we go after the manager, criticize the manager. They're also human beings. You criticize them and point them the right direction. If your fans are doing something, criticize them, tell them that, educate them, say this is not something good to do. There's no point of saying, oh, just because I'm a Chelsea fan, Arsenal fan, Man City fan, Liverpool fan, if my club does something vile, I'm going to sit there and defend them. No, you don't defend them. That's the reason why I said both sides for Man City, or both sides for Man City and Liverpool, whoever was doing that bad behavior on Saturday, from both sides chanting those sick chants, like those disgusting chants, they have to be got at. The people who are throwing stones at the bus have to be got at. But I just feel like Klopp has to be careful with what he says, because it will be taken that way. It's the same thing as that saying where you say, oh, I don't like your type of people. And you say it, like, let's say you say to somebody white, or you say to somebody with a brown skin, or somebody black, and you say, I don't like your type of people. Somebody will be, and the other person will be like, oh, I didn't mean it that way. But to the other person, it's like, what do you mean my type of people? You know what I mean?
Yeah,
it sort
exactly
of goes in that direction. So look, that's what I'm saying. But let me see. It says, would Mr. Klopp exempt the job of Man City, Newcastle, PSG for one day his lost plot? He wouldn't say no. It's just that he's never had the opportunity. Let's be honest. Yeah. So Cancelo stand, how you doing, man? You have a lot of background noise, man. A lot of background noise. There's a lot of background noise. So just get rid of the background noise and just send me a private message here in the.
Can I just say something?
Yeah,
Pat?
go ahead. Yeah.
Yeah. So as I said, this is why one of the reasons. Oh, sorry. This is one of the reasons why I always call him, like, Kim Jong Klopp, because his word is gospel in his side of things. Because at the end of the day, bro, like, they always, like, one other thing that I like to point out, they always say we only go after our first choice players or something like that, something ridiculous like that always, right? So now that their first choice player in Tchouaméni has gone to Real Madrid, and if they go with Bellingham, does that mean that is their second choice? This is what I'm trying to say. They are such a, I mean, it's good in a way and it's bad in a way. However, as I said, it is like, that's why we call it communist Merseyside, because whatever the dictator says is what happens within that club. And if he enables, and that's why I call him, he is an enabler. He enables FSG to do what FSG does, and he enables the Liverpool fans by saying something that influences him. Then this is the problem with Liverpool. However, the English media will never call them out. And also, I would like to add, English media will not call out Chelsea as well because of the love that they have for Graham Potter. And I'm gonna ride that wave for a little while, because it is what it is. That's what you get. But what I don't get is, one good thing that I loved about Thomas Tuchel is, even if he loses a game, even if he does something, he comes out, the first thing he says, my tactics didn't work here. We did mistakes here. We did things here. Whatever Klopp comes out and says, there was witchcraft, there was the grass too long, wind blew in a different direction before kickoff, the ball had no air, the referee was wearing a different color. Bro, he is in, I don't know. For me, I look at Klopp and I just look at him in a way that this guy, if he actually, I don't know, it's very difficult to explain it. He's a good coach. He's a good manager. However, just cut down the mourning a bit.
Okay, big up, guys. Wasn't it Klopp who said Little African Club? It was him.
Yeah,
it was also him.
It was
also him. Yeah, let me just get a sound test from Cancelo. Cancelo, stand. Okay. Do you want to unmute your mic, bro? Cancelo, you want to mute your mic? Unmute your mic. Okay, cool. So it looks like he can hear. So go ahead, Carl.
There's an old passage in the Bible that I love. It says, "Out of the abundance of the heart, the mouth speaks."
Yep.
Right. out of the abundance of your heart, the mouth speaks. Meaning that whatever is deep in your heart, when there's pressure, your mouth will speak it. Little African Cup, money from the Middle East, that's what's in your heart. That's who
Yep.
you are under pressure. The guy has that trait in him. That's who he is. That's who he is. And the city
Mhm.
owners recognize it. That's why they're filing a complaint. They're saying this is xenophobic because you're excluding Arsenal, Chelsea, United, right? So you can't compete with them, but you're picking 3 clubs who are owned by Middle Easterners.
Mhm.
Why? Why? I warned you about this guy, Patrick. I warned you. This
Nah, you
guy.
did,
I warned you about this guy.
you did years ago. Yeah, Cancelo, is your mic great? Because if your mic is not great, then
Yo, what up,
we can't
guys?
hear
What
you,
up?
man.
What up?
Yeah, that's
Uh,
better. That's better.
about Klopp, man. You know that guy started all this tension on what's this before the match started when he talked about City and stuff. That's all I'm gonna say, man. You know, Klopp, Klopp is creating this toxic environment between City and Liverpool, and personally, I like it because of that's how a rivalry should be. But he shouldn't be making stuff up about City, man. That we are ruining what's this financial fair play and stuff like that. That's what we're fighting. That's what we're fighting because of he
Are we
just
not
said
lower?
some stuff
Apparently, we're lower than them on the net spend.
on the net spend. Yeah, on the net spend,
Yeah,
we're
we are.
12th and they're ninth.
Yeah, for the past
Yeah,
5 years,
it's weird, man.
City are lower than
Bro,
Liverpool.
It really
you
doesn't
know
matter,
why?
bro.
Can I please say something? I think I know
Yeah,
why
go ahead.
Klopp is behaving this way. Dude is under pressure. He's number 8 now. He's eighth on the league. He's under pressure. He can't keep up with City anymore, man. Because of Liverpool standards have dropped massively. They were on the journey for a quadruple. Now they're a mid-table team, and Klopp is worried that F what is it FSJ
FSG.
or something, whatever it's called, is gonna fire him, man. I'm gonna say.
See,
Yeah,
I
go
don't
ahead, Abdul.
believe that Liverpool, I don't believe Liverpool is still a mid-table club. I think it's just that he has, like, you can't do this high octane, all this high intensity, that book written about football stuff for over 5 6 years, because your players are gonna get spent. Like, at the end of the day, this is a human body. You can't expect them to be robots. That's why you need to refresh the squad every 5 years or every 4 years. For an example, I read somewhere that Michael Edwards, one of the main reasons for him to leave the club was Klopp wanting to give contracts to James Milner and Jordan Henderson without going and getting new players. Fortunately for Liverpool, James Milner is a better defender than Trent Alexander-Arnold, which helped them win the game against Manchester City. this is here nor there. But as I'm saying, they need to refresh their squad in order to be competitive with clubs like City, and like right now clubs like even Chelsea, even Tottenham, even Arsenal, who are spending in the transfer window without, you can't do this Moneyball thing once and expect it to work for 10 years, because intensity means you're running hard, your joints in your legs, your wherever, they're gonna get spent, bro. You can't do that. So at the end of the day, in my opinion, the biggest problem they're having right now is not refreshing the squad. I don't think they're a mid-table team. I think they will come good by the end of the league. However, he this is where he's upset, because he knows that he made a mistake in the summer without going in for different midfielders, because you spent most of your transfer budget on a ghost.
That's the thing, man, and you're right about that. The thing about it is, I keep telling people that uh, all these people, all they're doing is crying. This is what you do.
Yeah.
Everybody has done it before. When you're able to do something, as I showed earlier, when you're able to compete with somebody, all you do is cry. Like as I said, look, 2018 City. 2019 City, 2020 Liverpool, but 2021 City, 2022 City. Carl, this is the reason why this guy is hurt. It's because of all this. It's because all this happened. But you know what? Let's just bring it back away from Klopp because we've touched on, which was great because we had to touch on that because it's all over Twitter right now as we speak. People are saying, "Oh, what's going to happen in between City?" But Man City winning this, we bring it back again, is very important and it's a good step. We have to build on this. We have to continue. I hope the board continues building on this. They're very good. I saw the documentary that they did, Together Champions Again, or Champions Together Again. I don't remember, but me and Carl, we did a video on that. Check it out on the channel. We talked about the fact that the Man City board even showed us that they sit down, they study other people's teams, other people's players that are going to be free, the competition, who they're looking at, who they're targeting, if it's that better than their targets themselves, if our team, the money that's been paid is more than other clubs, seeing where we are on the list. When we were on the list, when the sports director was talking about us and where we were on the list on payment-wise as a club, we were low on the list. He even said it. Look, we are low on the list and we keep winning. It's like that's the difference between us and the other clubs. We keep winning and we keep bringing in money, and our academy keeps doing well. We keep selling academy players. This is the same system that Chelsea thrives on. That's the reason why Chelsea have this money to flex. Because people say, where is Chelsea getting this money from? They have the money because they've got thousands of kids on loan. They've got kids everywhere. So guys, be proud, guys. Be proud. I'm just gonna go to Cancelo Stan. Do you have anything to say about Man City becoming winning the best club or the best club or the club of the year award?
No. We deserve it, man. That's what I'm gonna say. If we didn't win it, I wouldn't mind if Real Madrid won it. I don't understand how Liverpool is second, though, man. They only won the Karabowski Cup and the Queen Lizzie Cup, man. But that's all. How are they second? Real Madrid was supposed to be first or second. I'm confused about the whole Liverpool thing, man. Unless Ballon d'Or was trying to do a favor for Premier League clubs, man, because of Real Madrid took everything, to be honest. That's all I'm going to say.
Now, the Real Madrid thing is because their men's team is doing well. However, everything else is not. That's why they weren't in the thing. Whereas Liverpool, whatever said and done, they did compete in the Premier League, and their women's team actually qualified for the WSL, and their academy apparently did quite all right. So that's why they got that second place.
They got second place. Yeah. So what about yourself, Gundo? What about yourself, Gundo?
No, so just one point that you brought up earlier on was I want to talk about the video where you saw Chiki and Omar talking about transfers and walking through. The most instructive thing for me was that we also, me, you, Mikey, Adam, do the same thing, right? And maybe we can invite Anthony to be for the next session where we do that, maybe in January, where we sit down, we look across both Chelsea and City, and we say, where do we need to strengthen? Who is out there? What kind of players do each person need? How much do they cost? What kind of salary? And we did all that analysis. That's how we got Haaland and Calvin Phillips and all these guys, and they did the same thing at video. So for me, it was just a validation of the things that we do here on the channel to think about transfers in a very constructive and deliberate way. And Anthony, maybe it's something we can all do together.
Yeah,
maybe
that Haaland video is a masterclass. I always think
we spent about an hour. We spent about an hour or two, Anthony. We actually go into the details. We go into like player stats, player technical, defensive, offensive, salaries. We break down everything. We say, okay, we have 10 players. Who's most likely that our club is going to go after? And maybe we can do a joint one with Chelsea and us do the same thing, and we go after
100%.
that. And so from that video of City, that's what was really, really I loved about it, because it validated the fact that we're putting our thinking caps on and we're making really sound analysis. So I look forward to that again.
Gundo, just to add on what Gundo was saying, this trophy or this recognition is the validation of all that hard work that you have put into not only the men's team, the recruitment process you have put into the women's team, the recruitment process that you have put into your academies, the identification of talent from a younger age. This is all the hard work that you have put into. And that is the trophy that you have put into. And that is the recognition that you have put into. And that is the validation of all that hard work that you have put into not only the men's team, the recruitment process that you have put into your academies, the identification of talent from a younger age. this is the validation of all of that. And I mean, I don't get anything by saying all these good things about Manchester City. I am a Chelsea fan. This is one of my rivals, but real identifies real. And this is where, I thought I'm going to come on and I'm going to say all good things about City, because I'm not going to get anything by being salty. I'm just going to say well done to you guys and congratulations, and be proud. Flex it as much as you can, so that bloody, what you call, dictator down in Liverpool can see it and be salty even more, bro.
Yeah, that's the thing. If somebody, let's say, if
This is
somebody,
Patrick. Patrick,
yeah,
when Chelsea won the Champions League, right? Right after they won the Champions League, right? I went out to all my Chelsea friends and I said, "Congratulations, you were the better team." There's nothing wrong with that.
No,
There's nothing wrong with that.
And you know what, Carl? Do you know what, Carl? As a fan from another team, if I saw another team doing well, I wouldn't hate. Instead, I would demand my board or team to
to do better.
what the other team is doing. Like, that's the best thing you do.
Exactly.
You're like, look, Chelsea won the Champions League by acting quick. When the manager is failing, they act quick. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
If that's what you want, that's what you're desperate for, go and demand it from your owners. Don't just go and start shitting on Chelsea's reign or Man City's winning. Go ask your board that, look at City. Every season they strengthen. Why are we not strengthening? Why are we still keeping 120 years old Milner in the team and giving him contracts? Why is City are going to sign more younger people? Because
Yep.
look, some of these old players people keep holding on to, they will help you now. But some of these players, some people are buying, they're like 21, 18 years old. They'll help them in the future. Your player in about 3 years, 4 years are gone. They're retired. So it's about planning. So don't hate on somebody's club. I judge a club's true success by their fans. City fans never complain. No, City fans never complain at all.
No.
And City fans will just move on. This is another example. Do you know this thing where people say, "Oh, I want City to win the league because nobody cares about City"? No, that's not the truth. It's not like you don't care. You want City to win because City fans are humble and quiet. They don't speak too much and they don't put it in your face. Like, for instance,
And
right
also
now,
because City deserves it, bro.
yeah. And do you know that the funny thing is this? Within 10 games, Arsenal have tested success. Oh my God. They are talking with chest now. Now, they're talking with chest. They when you comment on the status, they're just shutting you down. They're like, who are you?
But
Like, there's one
Patrick,
this morning
let
from
me
my
ask,
country.
let me,
Yeah, go ahead.
Patrick, let me ask. Anytime that an Arsenal fan opens his mouth, here's a question you should ask them. In the 33 years of the Premier League, when has a team in the Europa League ever won the Premier League?
Never.
Tell me one time. Never.
Never.
And there's a reason. There's a reason for that. Because they're simply not good enough. Facts. They've never done it.
Yeah.
And if you think that Arsenal's going to win the Premier League, if you think that Arsenal's going to get 100 points, this Arsenal team is going to get 100 points. You need to get your head examined because they ain't winning it.
By the way, I think out of the top 6, they've only faced 3, I believe. Even 3, I'm saying out of that 3, I mean, 1 is actually placed 8th right now, so they weren't actually doing quite well. But in my this is my humble opinion, right? I'm not saying that, whatever they have done to be in this place right now, well done, Arsenal. My God, I was wrong. It's very good. Well done. However, you still haven't played 3 games in a row for a longer period of time. I haven't actually seen a rotated Arsenal squad for every match day as of yet. I don't know whether you guys have, but I haven't. And if you see, like, even Graham Potter, with his short reign at Chelsea, he has heavily rotated the Chelsea squad. And he is playing, Saturday, Wednesday, Sunday, all these things, and he's rotating. Arsenal haven't had a chance, and this might have been the week, and the bloody game got called off again.
Because sometimes you're lucky. Like, to be honest with you, like, fair play to Arsenal fans, but you've also been lucky this season, and fair play to you. VAR has been working for you a lot. So
My
guys,
God, bro.
Yeah, so guys, I'm gonna close it there. We've gone for 1 hour 10 minutes, so I'm just gonna close it there. Cancelo Stand, man, thanks for coming. See you on the next panel, Cancelo Stand. I'll send you the link for that. Carl, thank you very much. Anthony, thank you very much for coming on, man. I
Yeah,
look
thank
forward
you,
for your
man.
return tomorrow. Yeah, you're welcome, man. Cancelo Stand, you're always welcome here, man. So guys, that's the video, guys. City right now voted as the best club in the world. We're the club of the year, guys. Flexing it, enjoy it, and make sure, as I repeat, make sure that people know that we are the best out there. So from that, guys, I'll see you next time. Peace.